Hello and welcome back for the second episode of the Accessible Technology podcast. My name is Phoebes and I am a freelance journalist looking for ways of growing my brand and getting into technology journalism. And for those who are new to viewing I cover in my technology journalism stories, I basically review technology from the accessibility viewpoint. Been paralyzed from the neck down since 2001 when I was 3 years old. And since I can't move anything other than my head, I rely on technology to get around day-to-day activities. Therefore, this is a podcast all about the everyday technologies that are accessible for disabled people and how technology can become even more accessible as it advances, as well as what the most accessible tech is for you to buy and what you should probably avoid. And as well as all of that, I also give tips to tech companies on how they can make their technology more accessible to disabled people. If you'd be interested in learning more, you can find my YouTube channel for topics I cover in this podcast by searching for PL Tech Reviews on YouTube, and you'll be able to find more links for you to check out at the end of the episode and also in the episode notes, including my website and or you can get in contact with me if you are interested in what you're hearing, or even if you want to give any constructive criticism or pass on any ideas. But anyhow, in today's episode, you're going to be hearing my review of Team Apple Magic Keyboard, which I've had for quite a number of years now. However, for those of you who are familiar with my podcast, you will the audio that you are about to hear because it's the same as in the videos. But I have included sound effects to help make this a fully immersive podcast experience. So you're not just hearing the same old stuff. This was a post that I originally uploaded to YouTube back in 2019. That video is in the episode notes as well. So before I get too far into this, let me just give you a couple of notes about the Apple Magic Keyboard. So Apple is one of the world's largest technology companies, popular for creating the iPad, iPhones, and of course, MacBooks. In 2015, they launched their first wireless keyboard. But now let's get straight into the episode. The Apple Magic Keyboard is one of the keyboards designed by Apple and Silver. It is lighter compared to models and has thicker case with a stable scissor mechanism through HP along with an optimized travel and low profile. HP now coming with a built-in rechargeable battery to provide as everything can be found into your computer. At the back you get your order number, but with a that can make it set wherever is comfortable. The box that the Magic Keyboard comes in has the product title on top with an included image of the actual keyboard below. Like every other Apple product, the logo is at the side, but not like some Apple products. There's no information at the back. The only bit of advice I'd give to Apple to improve their boxes in future is to include a handle at the side so that physically disabled reviewers can feel like they're taking part in the full unboxing experience. The first thing you see when you open the box is the Magic Keyboard itself, but when you pull it out, you see it comes with a Lightning USB cable and a quick startup guide. There's a bit of plastic for sliding the keyboard out, but like what I said about the box, I would love if Apple could introduce a bigger one of these in future, as it would also help with making physically disabled reviewers feel more involved. To pair the keyboard up, you press the small Bluetooth connection button at the top before going to on your Mac, going into Bluetooth, and from there clicking on your keyboard. But if you would prefer an easier way, you can plug your USB connector into the keyboard and into your Mac, and it will pair automatically within seconds. Depending on how often you use it, you could go about a month without needing to charge, though this could be less if you work on it daily, and it takes about 2 hours to charge. You can still use it while it is charging. The keys you'll get also mean that you will have a quiet enough experience typing. And if you would like a preview of how mine sounds, here's a preview here. If you want to get the Apple Magic Keyboard, you can get it through Apple for £99. I've had a few months with the keyboard. So what are my thoughts on it overall? The mechanism typing a whole lot easier. The case makes it a lot easier to see. I had problems before needing to press the buttons at the one time. The one button click system works as soon as I got it paired. So some don't like the bigger arrow. I'm personally happy with them. The only bit of help is on how you slide out the cover board, but the main fine. So overall, I would give the Apple Magic Keyboard 10 stars. So what are your thoughts about the Magic Keyboard? Have you bought it before? And if you did you find the settings it comes with interesting, especially in how you can change the settings of the keys so you only have to hold down one finger or whatever else you're using to carry out certain functions? Or are there any other keyboards out there that you prefer? If you would like to pass on some of your thoughts to me, you can include them in a review wherever you're listening to this on, as well as via the contact pages over on my no, no, sorry, wrong name, over on my Loud Tech Review site by searching for altechreviews.co.uk or by commenting on any of the videos that I upload to my Vapes Loud Tech Reviews YouTube channel, AL Tech Reviews, or on my other website, bbloud.com. If you're interested in watching the other videos on accessible technology I've done, As I said, you can find out more over on my PL Tech Reviews YouTube channel. And if you would like to see a couple of my accessible tourism reviews, film, TV, and theatre reviews, and also political videos, you can find them by searching for my Slough Journalism YouTube channel. However, if commenting on a website or a video isn't something you would be up to, you can also support the podcast by going over to the page for Phoebe's Journalism over on buymeacoffee.com, where you will have the option to give me a one-time donation or to check out other bits of exclusive content that won't be part of the actual podcast, as well as checking out various other things that I plan to upload in a store version at some point in the future. Or of course you can support me by going over to any of my socials, which are at Slough on Twitter or X, and the real Slough over on Instagram. You can also follow my other podcast, the Slough podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music or Audible, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and Radio Public, where you get everything I cover on Slough Journalism and podcast form, with some tech news also going out on there as well. But anyway, that's all for now. The next episode you'll be hearing will be our review of a 2015 MacBook Pro that I still have, more commonly referred to as the Book Mac, and that'll be coming out on Saturday, with a review of my Apple TV 4K first generation coming out after that, and some point of next week, most likely to be Wednesday. So thanks for listening to this podcast episode. If you have listened the whole way through, can please follow if you like what I'm doing. I plan on updating this podcast twice a week, as I've mentioned, until the 12th of August 2023, when I might have to change some things around. But honestly, I would be eager to get a wee bit more regular. If I'm able to get through quite a lot of these episodes at a time and get everything batched up, and that will actually act as a way of allowing me to get into other tech news throughout the year. So, yeah, I'll try my best to make that happen. Anyway, thanks for listening, and yeah, I'll be back with you in the next one. Bye!